My name is Greg Gamble. I'm with Odds to Beat Incorporated. I have Noah Hutchins from the Park School, as well as Jaylen Stewart from the Park School. Today we're going to be going over the importance of footwork. When thinking about footwork, things you want to keep in mind is your pivot. You want to be able to know your right from your left. You want to be able to reverse pivot, as well as know how to pro pivot. When thinking about the left pivot, the first thing that you want to do is establish your left foot. That gives you room to play and be creative with your right. All right, notice the right foot is free. The importance of the right foot being free is that you want to be able to go into jab moves or go into a go move. So if the right foot is free, you can move forward, you can move back, you can move sideways, you can also step across. Usually the left pivot is for a right-handed shooter. But to be a great player, you want to be able to pivot with both feet. So no matter if you're right or left-handed, you want to be able to pivot with both your left and your right foot. It's the same thing, interchangeable with the left. So if he had a right pivot and he wanted to step forward with his left foot, he can also step back, he can step out, as well as across. Now, sweeping motion is the most important part of having a pivot. If you want to go by me, you want to sweep low and under the defender's arm. All right? So you bring it back, sweep low, and I want you to go. All right? Now, the reverse pivot is actually a pretty dangerous pivot. You can do just about anything off that pivot, but what you don't want to do is travel. So to talk about the fundamentals of reverse pivoting, we're going to focus on making sure that we catch the ball at a hop, and if it's our left pivot, we want to make sure that we spin, our knees are bent, the ball is low, so that when we come forward, we're in a triple threat position. Now, if Noah was to catch the ball, he would land on 2 feet, reverse pivot to his left. As you can see, Noah's knees are bent, the ball's in a triple threat position, and as any good basketball player would know, his eyes are up. You don't want to be looking down unless you're looking at your defender's feet, and you don't want to be looking at anything else other than what you're about to attack. The options of the reverse pivot are reverse and shoot. Now notice his balance. Reverse, jab, and step across. Now, the pro pivot is simple but complicated. When you catch the ball, you want to catch the ball with a slight hop, which gives you an extreme advantage because any foot becomes the pivot foot. That's also a warning for not traveling. You want to make sure that you establish a pivot foot once you catch the ball. Left pivot, and go. Right pivot, and go. Reverse pivot with the left. Reverse pivot with the left. Reverse pivot with the right. Reverse pivot with the right. Pro pivot. Pro pivot.